Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. He's tried one! Oh, that's amazing! A stellar strike from the skipper!
Well, we can only hope that this has set the tone for what's to come. Captain Majestic has stunned the whole arena.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Celtic gain their reward with an early goal. Tries to play it through. Cullen. Now Anthony. Soboslai does well to get it back. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And he's intervened well there. Cullen. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. João Neves knocks it into space. Now it's Neves. Anderson! Laurent gets it clear. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
He rises! Just off target.
Weghorst is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? First quarter of an hour gone. Anthony. Tries to pass it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
O'Reilly tries to clear. Crossed in once. Terrific header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, what has happened? There's the shot! And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Cullen. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that...
And he shoots! It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
That was a given. It always was.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, something tells me there'll be a few more twists and turns before it's all over, Peter.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with it. He's had a shot! Goal! Celtic! And that for him is goal number 10.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Number 11.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Over to the left. Anthony. Szoboszlai. Goulet. Goulet takes control of it and he's on the move. Now it's Weghorst. Arda Goulet. Oh, nice touch. Can he get on the... Shapes to shoot! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Celtic take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And it's Arda Goulet. Steaming on goalwards. Chance, surely! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Celtic have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in control at 3-1. Cullen. Now Anthony.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
That has snuffed out the danger. Goulet. Out to the left it goes. Now, can they get him away? He's found a way through. And he's gone backward here. There's the shot! And it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at him, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
The referee brings the first half to a close.
Celtic have been simply outstanding in the first half. There doesn't seem to be a single weakness in their team. Should that not change, they could go big from here.
Celtic lead by 3 in a game all about goals. It's so easy on the eye and promises more of the same after the break. And we are already promptly back underway. Ugochukwu. And it's Arda Goulet. And he welcomes it in. Great defending, strong and determined. Kyle Walker. Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. This ended up in no man's land.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Looking wide. Anthony. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Schüller going vertical.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Szoboszlai can see things others simply cannot. And it's Arda Goulet. Goulart will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. O'Reilly. Walker gets a foot in here. Oh, lovely bit of skill. He is through here. Walker has it in a wide position. That has been knocked clear. And the shot! He scores! They're back within reach! Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
The attendance
Yeah,
for
the
this
right
match
touch
was
in moments like that is key to what
29,813.
follows. All very neat and tidy.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Anderson. Anderson. Oh, this is a very good run. Worrell cuts out the pass. And that has left him in a heap. Looking to play him in. Look at the space here. Burnley can breathe again. Just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Hugo Chukwu. Cullen. Great vision. He's in plenty of space here. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Substitution on the
Well, it's an
field.
interesting move, this,
Number
Peter. It just
7.
gives opposition
Coming
defences
on
a
to
very
replace
different
him
challenge.
is Number 27.
Anderson, who does have an assist to his name. Celtic, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. O'Reilly has it out wide and in space. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Cullen. Anthony. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Threads one in. Tries a shot! And it's in! And the lead is extended still further. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're
Number
dazed.
10. Morgan Rogers.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Can he finish? Oh, it's come loose. Cullen. And that is as far as they're going to go. And no, he's seen through all of that. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, easy pickings there. Hannibal. Great ball, and he's in here. Anthony unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. 5 minutes left on the clock. Szoboszlai. Now Schuler. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. He's had it taken off him. And it's Walker. Walker was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Agahawa. Worrell.
2 added minutes has been
Time
indicated.
added on will be 2 minutes. Walker. Hannibal. Oh, nicely intercepted. Szoboszlai. And we're done. Celtic can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, this, of course, a venue that needs no introduction. To many a... Agahawa! No, couldn't quite control it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. No, that's been intercepted. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Florent Thauvin, an exciting manipulator of the ball, Peter, and a real creative talent who's always likely to come up with something that little bit different, and that unpredictability makes him pretty tricky to defend against, obviously, not least because he's also a very clever runner off the ball, always looking to make a decoy move to drag defenders the wrong way.
Can he finish? Goal! Lons! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. And it's Hakimi. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
João Neves. He's found a way past. Hakimi. Cross from Hakimi. And the shot! He has done it! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and the analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Still very early doors, but it is a... Too close for comfort.
Lens really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Oh, sweet feet. Good ball, good take. Said. Great vision. And he's picked out the run. Now it's Edouard. He's found a way through. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Now it's Agahawa. Aguilar. Ganu. And it's Aguilar. And Aguilar. Gets a good foot in there. Played it early. And he's there to get it away. Ganu. And he's forced to go back. And Aguilar. Ganu. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Szoboszlai. And it's Arda Güler. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a form. Takes a shot! Goal! Celtic! And the comeback is complete! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
36 minutes is number 7.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain.
And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And he's taking no chances there. And he's had a hit! This time, surely! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Toval. Hakimi. And it's Szoboszlai. He's going to be disappointed with that. Aguilar. Now it's Toval. Now it's Edouard. Now it's Toval. Knocks it into space.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
It's a goal kick. João Neves. Well, that is one way to stop him. Szoboszlai. Oh, this is a terrific run. Played out to the left flank. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Celtic come roaring back in quite some style.
And
We've got a
please
very
welcome our lads
different
to the
game now.
field.
The midway point of the game.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Instant pack, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Thomas. Said. And here's Edouard. He's going for goal! Szoboszlai conjures time and space where few can. Now it's Agahawa. Great defending, strong and determined. Thomas. That's Tauvin. That pass isn't the best. And it's Arda Güler. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Closing in on chance for a shot! Sticks it away! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this? Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Oh no, he's got that wrong.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
The attendance for this match was 98,004.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Szoboszlai. Now there's a big chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Agahawa clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Substitution for Celtic. Number 9.
And number 2 then.
Omorodian. Coming on to replace him is number 11.
Cleared without hesitation. And now they can spring out of defence. Celtic do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Said. Tries to play it through. He has found a way through. Nicely shaped cross. Vardiol getting this one clear. João Neves. Now it's Tauvin, the most accurate pass. Güler has found the net here, of course. Güler going face to face with his great rival. Nice bit of trickery. Steaming on, and the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Güler really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Substitution.
Forward number 3 coming up. Szoboszlai tries across. Turns and goes back. Real chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And look at his joy. Is this not why we love the game? You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
And there was his third and monster business, doesn't he just?
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise situations.
Celtic making another change here.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile. The man pulling the strings.
Celtic blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Celtic are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
Real chance here. There's the header. And somehow he has kept that out. He'll surely now. Read the delivery beautifully. They've got the finish all wrong.
Look, we've all been there. Not that will make him feel much better at the moment.
Edouard. Out of play for a goal kick. There's going to be another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Number 5, coming on to replace him is number 17, Jones.
Vardiol. Ranieri. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Tries a shot! And the keeper threw out a limb.
Ah, that's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Jones! Oh, taken with style. Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. The defence let themselves down by not thinking of what I think the boss won't be amused.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Sima joining us now.
Substitution
We
in
all
progress.
anticipated that.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious what they want to do and hope that something happens, a little magic.
And he's there to clear it. Vardiol. And it's Soboslai. Ranieri. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Cleared. Vardiol picks it up out wide. No way through, so can he finish?
Added minutes
It's
has been
loose
indicated.
and there's a race for the ball. Thomas. Sotoka. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. João Neves. Ranieri. For Soboslai. He's a sharp little ball here. Aguilar. That's that, the end. Celtic have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Szoboszlai collecting the match ball, and it is his. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Celtic definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. whether it was link-up play, running in
And we
behind.
come to
This
you
has
now
just been
with
a great
quick
day at the
request for
office.
support for our charity fund.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Paris Saint-Germain.
So it feels like a pretty special occasion here in the capital. A bustling scene in the north of the great city of London, and a venue here which has housed some of the game's glitterati since 2006. And already we're underway here. Can he finish? There's an early warning shot across the bow.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Rafinha. Just eases him off the ball. João Neves looking to play him in. Szoboszlai gets into a good position. Tries a shot! Savinho. And Tomori. Zakaria. Szoboszlai. Great vision. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Goal! Celtic! And Celtic are in front. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
So, a breakthrough already. Celtic leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Hakimi tries to play it through. Tomori makes the interception. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Hakimi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And they can counter here. It's a searching pass. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And he's picked it up out wide. Looking to go deep. Hakimi is there, and he can get that clear. It's just beyond his reach. Nuno Mendes. And Savinho. Savinho going face-to-face with his great rival. The less said about that pass, the better. Goulet looking to add to his goal. Great defending, strong and determined. Savinho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Cross to the back post. Oh, the clearance is short.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Not the most accurate pass. João Neves. And it's made its way to him. Shot could be on. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Camavinga. Almost half an hour in now. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Takes a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. That'll be a throw-in. Tomori. Szoboszlai carries the ball down the right. And that could well leave a mark. Messi.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And he cuts out the supply. O'Reilly. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Over to the left. Now, can they get him away? Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well read, nice interception. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
He's having a shot!
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Paris Saint-Germain ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. João Neves, Adam Soboslai. That pass isn't the best. Now it's
There will
Guler.
be 1 minute added time.
And that's another good win of the ball. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Celtic, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And the second half gets underway.
Celtic definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Oh, that's fabulous. Tries to get it clear. And reclaimed it in a trice. It's gone for a throw-in. Relative ease. Ooh, perfectly measured that. Face to face with the... Goes for a shot! And yes, it's there! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
After 51 minutes is number 7.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Can he latch on to this? Hakimi clears it away.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. João Neves, looking for the run. Cute ball, now how can he reach it? Now that is a hefty challenge. Agahawa was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Celtic couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Oh, that's ambitious. Well, that is rather wayward.
Paris Saint-Germain really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter. That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
The attendance for this
He's
match
found
was
a way through.
60,810.
Real chance! And that has put paid to that. O'Reilly, who's on a run down the left wing. And that'll be a goal kick. João Neves. That was not got well. Messi, good driving run. And he's managed to get rid. Hakimi. Goulet. Nakahawa. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Nicely shaped ball. Antonio Silva with the clearance. Good running, strong and purposeful. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. He's gone for goal! That was mighty close.
Substitution for Celtic. Number 10.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Oh, shooting chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Long time, excellent interception. And here's Rafinha. He's shifting through the gears here. And a chance! They've scored! Back to within one. Interesting.
The goal scorer for Paris Saint-Germain.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 10.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, we'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Celtic are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Lofted in. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Substitution in
Celtic
progress.
surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Azar with the delivery. Tries to get it clear. Taken back almost at once.
They've got to make this nice and quick. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Shot a goal! He should have put that one away.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Substitutions taking place.
Claudio into the last 5 minutes. In with the challenge. Now it's Doué. Oh, good spread. Crosses it in. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Well, that looks a decent ball. And there's green grass ahead of him. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Has been indicated.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
There will be 4 extra minutes. McAllister has a look and plays it forward.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And he's taking no chances there. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Celtic proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so
Just a
happy
quick
to have won
request
it.
today for everybody to please kindly remove any
Reflections
cars
on what you've
parked
seen,
on-
Jim? So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Celtic against Barcelona.
Vibrant and vivacious. There is a genuine appetite for the game here, retaining, as it does this stadium, the spirit of the grand old ground they left behind a mile away. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this fella, Ruben Neves, I suspect would be a key factor, Peter, sitting deep in midfield, which gives him a great view of the landscape all around him, and he can spray balls all around the pitch and really get his team moving forward with momentum.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Tries to pass it through. Antonio Silva gets over and intercepts. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, not quite. That has been cut short. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Good play on the left-hand side here. Great vision. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Ruben Neves. Hakimi. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Tries to play it through, and it's made its way to him. And he was alert to it. Ruben Neves.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Hakimi. And it's Soboslai. Can he get on the end of this? Now there's Hoyland! It's hit the upright. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Soboslai. Great chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
It's a mighty effort! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Hakimi, nicely shaped ball. Hakimi, Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Mbappe. Rafinha. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Almost half an hour in now. And here's Mbappe. Szoboszlai can see things others simply cannot. João Neves. And he's had a hit. Great effort, beautifully taken.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Ended up in no man's land. And it's Szoboszlai. Ruben Neves did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Yamal. Not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Van Dijk. Get a throw in. Antonio Silva. João Neves. Szoboszlai. Good running, strong and purposeful. Steaming on goalwards. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Yamal. And Rafinha. Yamal. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, that's a fine interception. It's beyond the defence. Spread
There
neatly.
will be 1 minute added time.
Soboslai. And we've reached half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Some first-half thoughts?
Please
Well, at
join
least the
me in
defence
wishing
can
all
look
the best
back
for
on a
members
job
of our
pretty well
fan
done
club
so far,
celebrating
Peter.
their
I think
wedding
they've squeezed the
anniversary
play
today.
quite well, and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Celtic clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to...
He's going for goal! Szoboszlai. Now it's Hoyland. And it's Soboslai. Mbappe. It's a good foot in there. Rafinha. Alexander-Arnold. Ruben Neves. Driving forwards. Szoboszlai. Osimhen showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Takes a shot! It's in! And the second half is off to a flyer! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Number 21, Hoyland.
Celtic have penetrated for the first time.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Plays the ball back. And it's Ruben Neves. Knocks it out wide. Knocks it into space.
The attendance for this match was 61,052.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. And he skips past his man.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Chance! So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Goulet picks it up out wide. Oh, smashing header! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
21, Hoyland.
And yes, it's him again. Celtic do have the look of a team with genuine ambition. Already on the cusp of promotion, they are looking to make a statement here. We are more than ready. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. As you can see, we've already started here. Celtic cannot consider the option of defeat. It's not a question of want, but must. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Inzaghi couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Tries a shot!
Celtic definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
Hazard, who's going to run down the left wing. Fabinho. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. First quarter of an hour gone. Tries to play it through. There's no flag. Big chance! Goal! Barcelona! The breakthrough strike!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Good ball, good take. And he's cut it out.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Inzaghi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Great vision. Szoboszlai gets into a good position. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Beckenbauer. Knocks it into space. He's found a way through. This might spell to takes a shot! They've scored! And they're at it again in double quick time. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
And yes, it's him again. So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Inzaghi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Szoboszlai. Agahawa receives it in a good position here. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Messi. Yamal. That's a good run he's making there. Celtic are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Oh, Red, nice interception. Messi. Now it's Inzaghi. In with the challenge. Szoboszlai. And it's Arda Güler. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Messi. Oh, this is a very good run. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's Messi. O'Reilly.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Some first half thoughts?
Celtic really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Tries to pass it through. Yamal. Now it's Inzaghi. Can he get on the end of this? And that is as far as they're going to go. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Güler. Szoboszlai. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now O'Reilly. It's a promising position. Now the ball in. Goal kick as confirmed by the referee.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
And he's picked it up out wide. João Neves. Agahawa being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
That is ended up in no man's land. João Neves. This is promising. Yamal has created one goal already. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Güler. Good running, strong and purposeful. Güler going face-to-face with his great rival. Hakimi. Güler. Güler will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Szoboszlai. O'Reilly. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Neves. Aimed beyond the defence. Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai! Messi. And Yamal. Antonio Silva gets a foot in here. And that's put paid to a promising move. João Neves. Engages and forces him off the ball. Antonio Silva calmly anticipates. O'Reilly. And it's O'Reilly. Agahawa is onto this. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. João Neves. He decides to cross it. He's gone for goal! It's off target and by quite a way.
Celtic certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Weghorst, and it's Doué. Arda Güler, he is through, and the shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Weghorst! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. He's tried one! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Out to the left it goes. That's a nicely shaped ball. Real chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are pulling clear here. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure, and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off them.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now. Well, some of the players here are letting their emotions get the better of them. They do have to be careful. This must not be inflamed any further. Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go? Lacking in accuracy. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Weghorst. Looking for the run. 2 minutes to be added on. Azar. Konsa promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Messi. He's beaten the last man. Konsa. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Celtic suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not...